Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. So today we're gonna do a page out of 50 Summer Miniatures by Camelia Angelkova. And we are going to do this page right here. We're gonna use markers and pencils. Because I was asked to do a video on how I go about marker basing and pencil shading on top. So I will be using the Ohuhu pastel brush markers. You can use any markers that you have. And I'll also be using the Arteza expert pencils to go over the top. So I will link everything down in the description that I'm using. So I think I'll just go ahead and start. Let's see, let's zoom in some. I think that's better. So I'm going to start with a marker base. I'm using the Ohuhu art markers, like I said. I'm going to start with the flowers themselves, and it is number 260, RV260. It is the pink one. The way I usually go about it is I pick a pretty light color. That's why I really love the pastel markers. I pick a light color for the base, and that it makes it so much easier to shade in with pencils. So I'm just going to kind of fill in the flowers. Let's see, and they do bleed a little, especially on this paper. It's Create Space paper, so you know they do bleed some, so I kind of stop a little before the line, because that way it kind of bleeds up until the line, and it should be all right. But I also go very lightly and kind of quick-ish. The longer you linger, the more it bleeds. I mean, I am definitely not a marker expert, but that is my experience. So I'm just going to go over all these flowers. And again, I'm doing everything in just real time. Because that's just the way I prefer to do things. I like to watch things in real time. Instead of sped up or cut out. See, like so. Let's just get this here. And inside the flower doesn't really matter. Like, you can just go over, because it's going to be the same base color anyways. So when you get to where the leaves start, that you have to be a little bit more careful. See, I think that's a petal actually. And it's okay if it's a little blotchy, because we will be going over with pencil, so it'll cover most of that up. See, like so. But of course it is, you know, the smoother you can get it, the better, but it takes practice to get it smooth. You have to keep the edges wet, you know, like over here, because it's when the edges dry and you re-wet them that it gets streaky, especially on paper like this. Let's see, let's get some up here. Let's just get around all the edges there and then fill that in. And this is also how I color roses and flowers when I'm not coloring in a double-sided book. When I'm using a marker base. Oh, whoops. Yeah, see, I just made a boo-boo there, but it's okay because you can either cover it up with a white pencil if you want, or, you know, a white gel pen could work, or you can cover it up with a background. I have very twitchy and shaky hands, so it doesn't really bother me a whole lot when I go out of the lines. Can always be covered up. Let's see, like so. Let's try to get just all the flowers. Get in there. And it is easier to maneuver around with a brush tip too, I feel like. I'm usually actually used to the bullet nibs, which is why I'm a little clumsy right now, because I haven't used these a whole lot. I got them recently, and I'm used to the bullet tips, which they are very different. Let's see, just get here. Trying to get this done in like a somewhat timely manner, so we don't end up with a way too long video. Let's see, like so here, and get that in there. Then we just got this petal here left. Like so. It's a very nice pink color, actually. See, there. Oh, let's get this bud up here. Trying not to get it into the where it's supposed to be green. But like I said, this paper does bleed quite a bit with markers. So let's get that there. Okay. So almost done with the roses. I'm assuming they're roses. In my world, they are. Let's see, like so. Get that dog hair out the way. Let's get around here. Excuse me. Let's see here. Like so. If I wasn't doing pencil on top, I would obviously spend a little bit more time on the marker base or on the markering. But since we are going over with pencil, it's all right. It's just like a quick little base It helps with layering a lot. And I'm hoping that the Artezas go over well, because I haven't used the Artezas on a whole lot of stuff, and I've never tried them on top of marker. So if we don't like it, we might be switching pencils, but I'm sure I'll be able to make it work. Okay, so I think that is it. And then also Ohuhu brush marker. This is a G120. It's the yellowish green. And I'm going to go over all the green stuff with it. Like so. I'm going to have to go a little slower around the flowers here. But I figured I would just show y'all like the whole process instead of just parts of it. See, like so. Get that one in here. And then probably just get over here and work our way over. Try not to get it in the flower. I've noticed though that it bleeds less when you've already put down marker. So like around this flower it'll bleed less, probably because it's already something there. I don't know. See, like so. And it does look very kind of pale and slightly yucky. Okay, 1 second. Sorry. Sorry, Amber Alert. Let's see here. Just get all the leaves. Like so. Let's just put this down somewhere. Maybe let's just get this one up top here first. Dog hair again. I have to brush that off. There. See, up here, it's definitely going to bleed some, at least for me. Like I said, that doesn't really bother me. You could also print on better paper if you want to do that. Usually better paper or thicker paper bleeds less. But this book was also on my TBC, so I figured, you know, this is the type of book that I would normally do markers in, so figured I'd just do this one. See here, like so. Yeah, let's get that there. Let's get this leaf. Just get all these little parts of the leaf there. I don't know what to do with the bow, actually. I picked colors for the flowers and the leaves, but I have no idea what I want to do with the bow. Because I did pick this page for the flowers, and I didn't even notice the bow until just a little while ago. Figured flowers would be an easy thing to start with. I might do a couple of more videos on marker base with pencil on top, where we do different type of things. Let's see, move my water out of the way. Let's see, I think all these are probably flowers. Because these are the, yeah, those are the things for the bow. So I'll just do these green. That's how I am interpreting it, at least. Let's see, got some green in the bow there, but that's all right. Could maybe do it blue. I was thinking yellow, but I want to use colors that show up well. With the pencils on top. Okay, there. Okay, so maybe blue, I'm thinking. Blue goes good with green and red, right? Let's see, like so. Get that there. Just get up to the edge. And if you're me, probably over the edge a little. So like so, here. But yeah, I think I will do blue, a blue bow. Like so, and then I will have to find myself a blue because I didn't pick out one. Maybe this, what is this, robin's egg blue? Maybe we'll do that. The robin's egg blue, which is number B050. Okay, so let's get just a base down on that bow. Okay, try not to get it in the flowers. This brush tip is a little stiffer than the other ones. Let's see, let's get in here. When you're using markers or these markers on paper that doesn't bleed as much, you can get some pretty fine lines with this. I mean, you can still get fine lines, but they will bleed a little. So like so, I'll get in here. My voice is starting to go again. So let's get this like there. And like so. Let's just get this one while we're at it. Go around the flowers. And a little up towards the edge. And I did so good and just on that tiny little, you know, last parts left. And I just pull. Did so good there for a sec. Okay, here, like so, up in there. And like so, and that is our base right there. I am going to leave it a couple of minutes to dry. You probably don't really have to, but I just want to make sure that it is dry before I put my hands over it and start pressing down with pencils. So I'm going to wait like 5 minutes. Obviously, I'm not going to make y'all wait. So I will be right back. Okay, so I left it for about 5 minutes and I just dropped my pencil. So, I think I want to start with the one over here. And we're going to start with Spanish Red, which is A206. I'll put all the pencil numbers and everything in that description. So I'm going to go in with this. This is our darkest. I like to go dark to light when doing a marker base. So I'm going to go in the shadowy areas where it would be darker. And I do press a little bit harder, not very hard, but a little bit harder than I normally would. And just going in around here. These so far seem to be going down pretty well on this paper. And I'm going to pull it up some. Let's just brush it off. Let's go see all on top of this little vein here. There's a fold here, so underneath that, basically what you want to do is to like get it in the nooks and crannies where it would be more shaded. So like so, and also up here, it'll, you know, you'll be able to see better when we do something a little bit bigger. Let's just do the whole thing while we're at it. Go around here and also on the underside where it would be more shaded. Actually pull this up a little, just kind of fade it out like so. Let's see, put that away there. Then I'm going to use Carmine Red, which is A209. And I'm going to go in and go over the previous color and pull it out. Right here, I'm just going to kind of fill in that whole area. Going to do the same here. Go over that vein again with this color too. And up here, pull this out a little like so and pull it down over in this area. And here, pull that up slightly. Sorry, I gotta hold my page down like so, and same on this area right here. Not all the way up to the top because there's still more colors to go. Rose red is the next one we're going to use, which is now A205. And I'm going to go over here too, even though we already kind of filled all that in. Still going to go over it. It'll deepen the color. And we're going to go over all this. Then we're going to pull this up. Well, up on this side and down on this side. And make sure you leave a little uncolored. I'm gonna go in here and also here. I'm gonna pull it almost all the way to the top, and they will kind of like blend together. Did I manage to smear already? Or is that, oh no, that's marker. Never mind. I thought I smeared already. I'm wearing a glove and everything. Okay, so you can go over as much as you want. Just make sure you leave a little, almost a little white, but it wouldn't be white, it would be pink, since we did the base. Then last color for the roses is cream, is number A100. And we're gonna go in the light areas and kind of pull it in. And this is what we're using to blend. Just make sure the tip is clean, just like you would with a blender or a white pencil. Because we definitely don't want to put any, you know, brown or blue or purple or green or whatever in here. Let's see, and like so. I'm going to put a little here. This one will not show up very well, I think, on the camera, but you can definitely see it, like, you know, in real life. Like so. Let's see, where is this? That's same Nuvo brush that I use in pretty much every single one of my videos. I will link it. It's a great brush. So we're going to start with the Spanish red again, and we're going to do another flower. Let's see, where do we want to start? We can start in the middle and work our way out. So I'm going to start in this corner right here, like so. The closer it is to the center, the darker it will be. See, so I'm just going to go along, you know, in the center, or whatever you want to call it, where the petals start. And we're going to put this in all the shadowy areas where there's overlapping or where it would be darker. Let's see, in here. And this is a great technique for books with Create Space paper that are single-sided, of course, because markers do bleed through. Because it saves a lot of pencil and layering. I'm going to go over all these little veins here. Get in here, that's a fold, so pull that out a little. Same with here and here. And we're going to go just up top there, like so. Let's see, in here. go on the veins. Here would be more shaded, like so. Get in there. Here. Normally, when I do this, I do one petal at a time sometimes, but I figured I'll just do a whole flower at a time to save time, because it does take a little while, for me at least, to go over everything. Not as long as it normally would without the marker base, but still takes a minute. See, like so. Just get this here and there. And let's see, I think I want to put some shading in on the underside of this. It's kind of folded over. And also there would be a little bit here. I think, at least there is now. Like so. And get in here. And we'll do some green stuff after we do this flower here. And I think I may have to sharpen my pencil in a minute. Get these here. Let's get there, here, here, there, and there. Let's see. This definitely needs a bit of a sharpen. Let's see, I'm gonna have to turn my book a little. Here is one. Almost there. The first one always takes the longest because you have to map out everything, and then the other colors will take a little bit less time. See, like so, and last petal, I think. And this will be more shaded because it's overlapping, or is being overlapped by this flower over here. So it will be darker. Let's see, like so, I think. Let's see, then we'll go back in with the carmine red, and we're going to go over that, plus we'll pull it out, not all the way out, because there's still another red to use, and also the cream. Pull it out a little. And you can go like even darker if you want. See, I missed one here. Just a little bit of a vein there. But I don't know my Artezas very well yet, and I haven't used them a whole lot. I think I've just used them twice, maybe. Let's see. Let's just get this here, and we'll just kind of work our way in towards the center, like so. Will be a little here. Will be a little there too, like so. Let's get this one here. And see, did I do here? Pull it out a little bit more. And then we'll just go over here. Like I said, the further in on the flower you go, the more shaded it's going to be. At least when using this technique. See here, will be more shaded. Let's get this here. Remember this one. Like so, and get this center before I forget. And I see I missed those veins there. So let me just get this back out. The Spanish red, I think it is. Isn't it? Yeah, Spanish red. And let's see, was that it? Maybe we'll put some on here, like so, and put some right there, like so. Then we'll go in with the rose red, and we'll go over everything, or almost everything, up to the edges. We're almost up to the edges. Leave a little bit of pink, and you don't have to leave a little bit of pink everywhere. But I like to leave a little pink. See, like so. Up in there. And of course you can go over more with more layers if you want to. This is kind of just the basics of how I do it. I'm sure there are, many different ways to do it. There's a lot of manys. See, like so. See, up in there. I've got some veins there too. I'll have to go back in with the Spanish red and just let's do that right now before I forget, or before I lose them. See here, get this, like so. Okay, back to the rose red. Let's get this here. That would be more shaded because of the overlapping. Like so. See, I know I missed some spots here. I always do. Like so. Go over most of that in the center. But I am going very, very lightly. I do need to pull this out here some. Pull this out. Here. Like so. Let me see here. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm jumbled up my pencils. Imagine that. So I think I'm actually going to go back in with the Spanish red in the centers and kind of just go over. Again. Let's see, like so. Let's get in here. And in there. Let's see, like so. Let's get up here. It's a little hard to see where I've already been. So, but you know, a little bit more layering doesn't hurt. So let's see, there's a dog hair on my pencil. Get some more in here. Just kind of turning my pencil around to get a better point. I'm very stingy when it comes to sharpening. But at least on this paper, really the sharper the pencil you got, the better. Because it's very toothy paper and it does take a lot. Let's see, Carmine Red. We'll do the same. Sorry, I cannot help. I can't help layering. I really can't. I've tried. We're just gonna go over, and of course you can, you know, spend a little bit more time on yours than I'm doing right now. But I kind of wanted this to be just like a little bit of a quick one to show how I go about doing it. I'm thinking about maybe doing like a little bit of a marker base with pencil series, and we'll do different things. Like, you know, right now we're doing flowers, and another time we could do, you know, something else. Don't know what that something else would be, but something else. Let's see here. Get all the way in towards the middle. I mean, you can already see a significant difference between this and that, and this and that. This is one of my favorite ways to color when I color in single-sided books, especially on Create Space paper. It makes it go so much quicker, even for me. See, like so. I think that is all right. Back to the rose red, and I'm gonna go over again, and you can go over the with this pencil a little bit more. You could also, after all the layering and everything, you could also go in with a blender pencil if you want to do that, because it's so very, very, like, very toothy. You can still see the tooth really well through all the pencil. So you can go in, you can either use the cream, which may dull the color slightly, which I like to use the cream. Or you can use a blender just to get rid of all the white or pink showing through. But that is kind of the reason for the marker base, so that it's not white, it's more pink, and it kind of goes with a rose better, or, you know, well, in this case, rose. And it kind of blends in better. And it's not so obvious. Depending on what you're coloring too, the texture, you know, of the tooth could add depth to your paper, to your, you know, picture. Like jeans, if you were coloring jeans, the texture would help with the picture. So cream, and I'm just going to go all the way down, kind of just blend it in a little. See, I think I left a bit much there, but that's okay. You can go over a couple of times and kind of blend it down towards the darker colors. So start, you know, up with the lightest and work your way down, because it might move, like the pigment might move around some. See, like so. Get this here. See, I'm going to clean mine off. I just rub it on my pants. Or wipe it on my pants. See, like so. Let's get this a little bit more here. Oh, and I can sort of feel a sneeze coming on. If I sneeze, I'm so sorry. Brace yourselves, just in case. I usually lose it, but... Let's see, like so. Go around. This could probably have done with a couple more layers, but... like I said, this is just to show the technique and how I go about doing it. Get down there. Like so. Let's get this part here. See, and we'll move on to some leaves in a minute once we finish this rose here. So we'll do some leaves, then we'll probably do the bow. See, like so. And I might actually go get me a blender, because I think that would help a lot with the white. See, like so, but we will do that last. Okay, so that is the rose. So for the greens, let's see, I forgot to sharpen these, of course. For the greens, we are going to use forest green for our darkest, and brush that off. And let's just start down here, and I'm going to go in the darkest areas. So around everything, is such a tiny area that it'll be mostly dark. I'm going to go to this part of the stem, something. And I'm going to put that in here. Let's put this around like so. And then we will also go in these here. And I'm going to pull it out a little, very lightly. See, also put some up in the leaf here, just a tiny bit at the bottom edge, and do the vein here. And I'm going to pull the vein out a little. We're also going to put a little right up in here. And I'm going to do this one little petal, the leaf behind here, like so. Also put some up in here. This is very important to have sharp pencils when you're dealing with areas as tiny as those. Let's see, like so. These got a little thicker than I wanted them, but that's okay. Get some up here like so. Pull it out slightly and get on the bottom of this. See, like so, and then in here, the behind there, like that, and also on the bottom here. Okay, so I think we're gonna start with that. Let's see, next color. It's a spring green, which is number A601. Maybe I've forgotten to say this number right here. The forest green was number 614, by the way. Like I said, I'll put it in the description. Let's see, so I'm going to take the spring green, and I'm going to go over the forest green and kind of pull it out. This is our mid-tone. So basically with the markers, like you use them as a base, and then you pick, you know, 3 shades of whatever color you want to use. And you can use the light marker base as your lightest, and it saves you from layering so much. So you get in here, this is going to be pretty dark, and same here, pretty dark. This is such a small area and it's got lots of stuff in front of it. See, I'm going to pull this out. Like so. There. See, just like so. See, did I get all of them? I think I did. So there, so either you can leave it like this if you want to. I am going to go in with some lime green, which is number 600. And I'm just going to go over highlighted areas. Kind of brightens it up a little. If it was Prismas, I would probably use chartreuse. I love, love, love chartreuse. Such a great color. See here. Like so. And in here. There we go. Let's see, we can do one of these leaves over here around this flower. We can do both of these. Let's see, so I'm just going to go over the veins like so with the forest green, and I started coloring before I said what I was doing, so sorry. And I'm going to pull this out up on this side right here of the veins. And I'm going to go around the flower. And I am using a little bit more pressure than I normally would. Let's see, I'm going to go up on this vein here, and same with this. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. I mean, there's, you know, 100 ways, or 100 different ways to color leaves. I think everybody has their own way, and it also depends on what kind of leaf. So, but these particular ones, I'm just doing it this way. So let's get there. We'll just do them both at the same time. See, like so, like so. like so. I'm going to put a little bit darker right around here on those, on that particular leaf. I'm gonna do some over here too while I'm at it. Just a little on this side, like so. Then we're gonna go in with our spring green and start over here. I'm gonna go over the forest green and pull it out, same as we did on the other one, the bud. Go up in the middle. Pull it out. And if these books would only lay flat, that would be great. See, like so. This is kind of, I don't know, shaped a wonky way. Don't know. See, like so. Pull this up. Kind of a little bit more than halfway up. See here, same here. Go around the flower. Guess it will be more shaded there. And go up through the vein on that side. Here, pull it up for each vein. Let's see, like so. This one's a little weird because it's got the shading on a different side. I think that's what it looks like to me anyways. So see, like so. Okay, there. Then we've pretty much just got the lime green left. And we'll just go from the top, work our way down to the bottom on both sides. Kind of just blend them together. See, I do need a bit of a better angle. See, like so. And like I said, I am pressing a little bit harder because with the marker base underneath, it basically just, since the paper is so toothy, it just lets you layer a little bit less if you don't want to sit and layer all day long. So there is that. That would be the roses and the leaves. I guess now to do the bow. And I actually haven't picked colors for that yet, so I will be right back with some colors, and we'll do like half the bow. That way we can compare to, you know, just marker and pencil on top. So I will be right back. Okay, so I figured out my blues. So I figured we would use the Prussian blue, which is a 1-3. This will be our darkest. So I am going to go in here in the shadowy areas. And also up here, because they're kind of overlapping a little there. Let's get some up by the flower. And in this little fold here. We're also going to go in here with it. It will be definitely be dark in there because that's like the inside of it. So I'm just going to fill all that in. Let's get here like so, and a little like there because it's underneath. And maybe a little like right here, but very lightly. And this pencil is a little bit scratchy. Let's see, let's do this one here. Like so, I figure we do half the bow. Let's get inside here. This will be a little bit lighter because it's more visible. Like so. Let's get this here and here. And get a little underneath there. Like so. And let me get some in these, well, this part here. Let me go in there. Anywhere it would be like underneath or on the bottom, be a little darker. This one is darker because this is higher up, so that's, at least in my head, that's where the highlight will go. Let's see, this one is a little trickier. This will be, I think, faded down slightly. Let's also get some in here, some in there, and a little here. This is getting kind of dull, but that's all right. Like so. There. Let's try that. Next up we got Mykonos Blue, which is A507. And I'm going to go over the stuff from the Prussian blue and pull it out. Let's see, move it this way. Let's go around the flower here again. Pull this out like so. I'm going to go on the inside of this too, just to kind of smooth it out. Here. Like so. Let's get this here. Pull that out some. Pull this out a little bit too. I think it is starting to come together. Let's see, like so. Get this here and this here. Pull that out. Like so, and I'm going to pull this down and let it kind of meet down here. Like so. sorry, moving my book a little to get a better angle on this one here. Pull this out. Let's get on the bottom there first. Leave a little just marker there. Let's get this here. And in here. I'll leave it, I think, like that. And also do the same here. Pull this down. Mostly on this side over here where we shaded the most. And then up in here, like so. I think also need to go in here, pull that down like so, and I need to go in here and fill in the rest of this. And you could leave it like this. It actually, I feel like it looks pretty good like that. But of course, I'm going to go in with some sky blue, which is A500. And I'm going to go from the light into the dark. So sorry if the camera is shaking. So you could go a shade lighter with your pencil. But I'm just going very, very lightly. Let's see here. Wait, voice again. Let's see here, like so. You could go in with some white even to get some more highlight. So yeah, let's just try some white and see what that does in the lighter areas. And I'm pressing pretty hard with this white. Like so, and get some up in there. Up top here. And in here. Like so. And I think that is it. Like I said, you can go over with a blender. Actually, I don't think I have a blender in here right now. But if you do go over with a blender, just make sure that you go from the light end into the dark. All that'll do is kind of, if it's a Caran d'Ache blender, it will brighten it up a little bit. And also it will smooth out the toothiness. But yeah, I think that is it for today. And like I said, I think I might do a little bit of a marker and pencil series where we'll do different stuff with a marker base and pencil on top. So look out for that. So yeah, I hope this was somewhat helpful. And like I said, like whatever you color, like just make sure you choose a light enough marker for you to be able to go in with pencil on top or for it to show up. And everything that we did today, the principle is the same, so you can apply this to pretty much anything. So yeah, I think that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way through to the end, I applaud you and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. This video was definitely way longer than I expected it to be. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Toodaloo.